and then put the vagina on the other side. Okay.
You got a dick and a vagina?
Yeah. Sometimes.
What do they call that? There's a name for that, isn't it?
Hermaphrodite.
Best of both worlds.
Vagina.
Oh man. Letting us know, giving us all the dirty details.
What do you hide in your closet, Jose? With that beard, it might be a bomb.
Oh God, I know, right? Looking straight terrorist right now. I know. I'm gonna get a trim tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the barber and like try to go during my lunchtime and just be like, look, I want to keep it as long as possible, but just trim it, even it out. Like I don't really want him to cut it short and make it look like Dave's. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I just do that shit myself.
Make it look like mine. Is something I won't mind?
No. Yeah, it's just I want it to kind of be scruffy and messy.
I know what you mean.
That's the fucking point,
Right.
See, I would have the same problem if I grew mine out. It would be curly like yours. I don't have straight hair.
Yeah. So it just takes forever to grow into. I had alopecia, so that's I think that's still playing a factor. Here and there, like I feel like right here, like where it doesn't connect, like I just feel it feels super bare, like a baby's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like
you can't tell
right underneath
unless you point it out. Like it looks like it's all connected.
Yeah, so it's grown in so much that you almost can't notice. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a trim, and if I see how it goes, maybe I'll just fucking shave it all. We'll see what happens.
Don't do it. Nah, I don't go all the way.
Don't do it.
You trimmed yours. What are you saying?
Who?
You just trimmed yours recently.
Oh, it does. It
JD,
does look trimmed.
JD, yours bear look cleaned up, dude. It's not grizzlyasm as it is. It was.
I trimmed it for my Halloween costume.
Yeah, whatever.
You trimmed it a few days before your Halloween costume, actually.
Yeah.
Chan just said it's about time you trim that shit, dude.
Yo, JD, with all due respect, Chan's costume was lit. I liked it a lot.
You saw it?
Did you have a lot of fun? With all due respect.
Yeah.
Did you leave the makeup on when you went home?
No. She took it off there. Like before we went to bed.
That's what I meant.
We didn't want to leave, remnants.
Yeah. I always wanted to fuck a green girl.
Oh, I told her. I said, hey, we're gonna buy enough of this makeup to cover your entire body, and then we're gonna have some fun.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Wasn't edible, was it?
No. But it dries, so it's not really. Well, I don't know. Might be able to lick it off. I don't know.
We'll
have to find out.
If we see you at TFCon with green little specks in your beard, we know what's up.
Yep. Yeah, buddy.
Shit. All
Dave, I'm with you, man. When they showed up at Chris's house the next day, I was like, oh, green makeup's gone.
Yeah.
He was disappointed too.
And no more tentacles either. I was disappointed in that.
I know, right? Shit.
Was she Hera?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really looked good, man. JD's costume was dope too. Who was that? I gotta ask. I don't know that character.
He was Kanan.
Oh, Kanan with the mask.
Yeah, he was blind. Yeah.
That's right.
He only used that mask for whatever
couple episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2. But it was dope. It looked nice, man.
Once he accepted his blindness, he took the mask off and was sporting the damaged eyeballs.
Did you guys know that that Bobby and his wife were doing the same thing? We're doing Star Wars or no?
Nope.
That's cool.
It was all secrets.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
What did Bobby dress up as?
He was Maul.
Oh, he was Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yo, with the horns and the fucking with the contacts.
The contacts, dude, that sold it right there.
He had the yellow contacts and everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it was pretty legit from the few pics that I saw. Looked good.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I wish if it would have been like a Star Wars theme thing, you guys would have rocked it. You would have won.
Yeah.
But I would definitely want to come in as a fucking Ewok.
You know it. You would be wicked.
I would love to be an Ewok. I'm actually from this day forth. I'm gonna look for an Ewok costume that'll fit me for next year.
One ringy dingy. Somebody's got country ringy dingies.
Dom.
Yeah. It was my phone. Sorry.
Oh man.
Speaking,
I would definitely be Chewy.
Brian's
bodysuit.
Brian's costume was the best. That was the best Chewy.
Yo, that was dope.
Chewy.
Big League Chewy.
Big League
Chewy, baby.
Were you handing out Big League, Brian?
I could have. No one was taking though.
I
had a shit ton of it. I just had some just before the show.
Bring some with you, man.
All right.
I used to
haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, Big League Chew.
Yeah, your Chewy costume was dope. It looks like the Chewy I would hang out with. Like, yo, Chewy, let's go smoke a doob in the back, bro. Be like,
Initially, I was thinking that was Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Like
was it a rubber mask or a furry mask, Brian?
It was plastic with fur on top of it.
Gotcha.
I actually had to do some customization to the mask because it covered my entire mouth, and I wanted to be able to drink and eat without having to take my mask off. So I actually cut the whole bottom off. I ended up getting a fake beard to handle that part, so I was able to have my available.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at you engineering the shit out of that.
Yeah, dude, I made a bandolier to hold my Big League Chew. That was fun.
Did you have all different flavors? Like, did you have grape and?
I had grape and watermelon and regular.
oh man,
you would be the fucking man. I would be like,
I haven't had that in forever, man.
Yeah,
it's been
my
90s.
You know how Chewy has a satchel on his bandolier? I had a baseball glove instead.
Did you return it already?
No, I forgot.
Oh.
I should be able to get it done tomorrow. I just got to find the receipt and the baseball glove. I'd be in the car. My rock hoodie. I'm like, I fucking need that for this weekend.
12 weeks later, did you return it, Brian? No, I need it. You want to go play baseball?
You should bring it to the con. Rock that shit during the
It's a child size glove. It's a child size glove. Maybe I could sell it to Dave.
Brian with the low blow.
Yeah, there you go.
Little Ewok hands.
Hey, I'm not. Listen, for anybody that's at TFCon and thinks that you're gonna step on me when you're there, fuck you, because I'm not that small. All right?
He's that small, guys.
Oh man, wow, that's coming up in a few days. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 42 of Breaking the Mold. I'm Harrican BX. Let's say what's up to the rest of the crew. Brian Brank, what's happening tonight?
Yo, what's going on?
Chilling.
A few more days. I will be at JD's house 24 hours from now. Hopefully earlier than that. See how it goes.
Oh shit. Yeah, I heard you say last night you guys are the mules for the ROC this year. You're gonna be putting the luggage on the top of the car. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Probably.
Nice. You gotta strap that down real good. Real good.
Shout out the ratchet straps.
Make sure you got a tarp, guys.
Ratchet. Oh yeah.
Make sure you got make sure you wrap it.
Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Bugs.
That'd be fucked up. How long is the trip gonna be for you guys once you guys hook up?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like 11 hours.
Like
11. 10 hours.
Oof, all right. So that's a nice little road trip right there. Nice.
That's better than doing, I guess, 12 straight.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you'll get to take a nap for a little bit after we leave.
What are you gonna do, JD? Drive up 76 and come up and
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Whatever
GPS and that shit.
Whatever that GPS bitch tells me to do, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Let's find out right now. What's it? The Crown Royal? Was it?
Yeah.
Crown Plaza?
Yeah. Crown Plaza. Shout out to Jason Lowry and the bunch. Like I saw some pictures of the Bang Bus.
doing the rollout.
They're doing that too. So you know.
Did they leave already?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, I think they're starting to make their way. So safe travels to them. We'll be hooking up in a couple of days. Can't wait.
I don't get to see any of this shit. Pissing me off.
Oh, no phone.
Right. Still no down.
Phone? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody, just like bear with me. I might seem a little fucking irritated.
Nobody cares, JD. What are you talking about? Who wants to talk to you?
Wait till I see you, Dom.
I know.
I'm gonna feed you your fucking teeth like chiclets.
you know you're gonna give me a hug.
I'll give you chicken.
The biggest hug.
I want to tell Chan on you.
Cool. Fair enough.
He goes backing down.
She'll make you behave.
I just got off. I've been on a chat with fucking Apple.
Yeah.
For like the last hour and a half, and they ended up hanging up on me.
See, dude, it's been a week though. How's it fucking feel to disconnect? Do you feel any type of freedom, like just that you're not forced to fucking check your phone every fucking 20, 30 seconds?
Very freeing, but I miss the realm. The only reason I want the fucking thing, I want to see what's going on. I want to post stuff. We got a pre-TFCon haul, you know.
Don't lie, JD. You just missing the Mythic Legions post that who's got what's coming through.
Well, no, he said he didn't miss that one. I fucking put that shit in the chat. He's like, we already knew. He's up on that.
Do you see those? There's been guys posting up on what figures they have, and they're giving each critique on each little figure that they're coming in, and what they feel about it, and the quality of each figure. It's crazy.
Yeah, they went above and beyond.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Big Dom, what's up? What's going on, man?
Not much. I got a quiet weekend. What the fuck did I do this weekend? Yeah, just a quiet weekend, shopping, hanging out, and getting ready for this week.
Yep.
Why? What's this week?
I don't know. I was going to hang out with some friends that I long time friends that I actually love and enjoy hanging out with. Not you guys.
So you're not hanging out with us?
Yeah, no, fucking you guys.
Damn, Dom. Long time friends. I've only known you for 2 years.
Hey,
that's long, Brian, right?
Oh yeah.
So
your friends what do they let you last 3 months on average?
Yeah, pretty much. Treat them like
You know that brings something up. Dom, is it okay? There's something you told me about a certain celebrity that you grew up with. Is it okay if I tell everybody?
Sure. So
I was talking to Dom one day, and randomly, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jersey Shore, but I know Robert D and Deluxe watch it because I heard them talking about it recently. And Dom apparently grew up around the corner from Mike Sorrentino, who's the Situation on the show.
Oh, nice.
And he's telling me all this shit about them when they were growing up. And I'm like, you really grew up with it? He's like, yeah, I was friends with his brother. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I just think
that's pretty funny. It's pretty
funny. I was very close friends with Mark Sorrentino, which is his brother. He has an older brother, Frank, and he has an older brother, Mark. And Mark was my age, and but Mike was, always around. We always played. They were big into karate when they were younger. And they were, lived down the block and typical Italian family, So they were always great to hang out with, And I just I heard that he was going on a show after once I got through high school and went to college. Our relationship, me and Mark's relationship, was never as close as it was when we were in high school. So, but I overheard that he was joining a show doing for MTV and. It took off after that. So
see, now you could tell them you took off too. Look, you on your own show too.
Oh yeah. Sure. Racking the money.
They have 250 million viewers. You have 25. That's all right.
He has 6 packs. I got a keg. It all works out. It all works out.
It's all right, Dom. You're paying your taxes. They ain't.
Yeah, I pay my taxes.
Very true. He knows.
I have 16 dependents, but what are you gonna do?
That's interesting, though. Interesting stuff.
But yeah, it was funny when Dave, because they watched the show. I'm like, yeah, I know Mike Sorrentino. He's like, you're fucking with me. I'm like, yeah, no, I do.
Me and my wife watched that. Tomorrow night. Sorry to cut you off, Don, but tomorrow night's family day for me, and usually it's Wednesday because Monday I'm up here playing with toys, watching ETR or whatever, or used to watch it on my phone, and then Tuesdays with you guys. So Wednesdays was me and wife day, so we'd watch now Jersey Shore, and we watch something called The Challenge on MTV that she's got me into now, which is it's retarded. It's a reality TV stuff, but you know it's kind of fun. It's funny to watch. So when I told my wife that you were friends, she's like, no, she said the same thing. No way, he's lying. And I was like, why would he lie about that? It's not like it's fucking Obama or something, you know. It's fucking Mike Sorrentino, like, you know.
Yeah, no, it's I haven't talked to him for years. Like, you know, I know I run into certain friends that have bumped into him, you know, still talk to him. So I kind of get information that way, you know. I wish the best for them. You know, I know there's a lot of, you know, sometimes issues that come up in life, and I hope they work through it. And I think I haven't recently watched the show, and I don't watch the family reunion show. So
the reunion stuff, yeah. No, I've put a couple episodes.
He said thank you. He's in the chat. He's watching.
Okay, cool. I'll get a message. How about that?
Don't worry. Jiraiya Sama 7 said that your show is better.
Yeah, the Sorrentinos owe me a couple of things. You know, I did a lot of yard work when I was a kid at their house, so I'll put a call in.
What was the name of the guy on that show that had the slick back hair and he was like a DJ? I think.
Paulie D.
Yeah.
The closest I ever got to knowing him was Facebook actually suggested him as a friend to me once.
Oh wow, Brian, where did you go to school again?
Up in Jersey City.
Oh, okay. Because he's from Rhode Island, so I thought maybe you know somebody in Rhode Island or something.
No.
That's funny though.
It was like people you may know. I'm like, I don't fucking know this guy.
Tell the truth, Brian. You're a secret closet club head.
That was me in the early 2000s. To be
honest. I could see Brian fist pumping in the clubs. You know?
I did watch one season. My brother came to stay with me when he graduated from college, and he's like, "Dude, we're gonna watch the Jersey Shore." I'm like, "All right." And to be honest, you know, I watched one season. I was like, all right, man, what happens next?
It's trash TV, but you do wind up getting into it. I came in like season 2 or 3, and I caught up.
My brother moved out. I was like, I'm not watching this crap anymore.
Unfortunately, you know, the truth to this show is not. There is some truth to that show. Like, you know, there is clubs like DJs in the Shore that, you know, a lot of people go to, club music going on and stuff like that. So there is some truth to that show. I've gone to those clubs, enjoyed those clubs, and you know, there is some truth to having fun and getting wasted, and you know, beer muscles come out and always trouble every night. But that's everywhere. Whatever club you go to or whatever the case may be.
Right.
All right, Ender John Addict, how you doing tonight, Pop?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Had a pretty good weekend. I took my daughter to her first amusement park.
Oh,
met up with some friends with their children, and
were you able to get on all the rides?
I was.
Just want to know. But, did you beat 48 inches?
Wow.
It's funny. I was concerned that my daughter wouldn't be able to get on anything, but she was old enough, or I guess tall enough, to get on the stuff. And I was also nervous that she was not gonna enjoy it. She was gonna cry, or she loved it. She was smiling, laughing, wanted to stay on. The only crying I got was trying to pull her away from a ride. And she would just go, helicopter. She wanted to go on the helicopter again. She wanted to go, car, let's go on the car again. She had a ball. So for me, it was,
where do you take her? Playland?
It's in Long Island and I think it's Farmingdale. There's a place called the Adventureland. They made a movie about it, actually. And it's just it's open like every season except for the winter. And I think it's even open through like the second week of November. And it's just rides and, you know, little, like, you know, carnival, like a carnival that's not mobile, that's always there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the funny thing is I don't have kids, but like I have a lot of nephews and nieces. But like you gotta love kids at that point when they have no fear, like they have no fear, and then eventually they get older, they get over, and somehow, some point in time, they develop fear, and the same things that they did like a couple of years ago, they would never, they won't do. Like my niece doesn't even, like, she would go on like rides, like little roller coasters, but now she won't even touch it. Like she just developed fear that now she would never go on a roller coaster. And I was like, what?
You know why that happens, right? Because right now at that young stage, they don't understand it.
They don't understand
know
it,
that they can get hurt if they fall off a helicopter.
Yep.
You know, when you're 7, 6, 8, 9, whatever, you learn that, hey, if I fall off something that high, I'm gonna fucking get hurt. So I'm not doing it. So.
It's just great to see. Like, it's just knowing that kids just don't have that. Like, they don't know the consequences, so they have that no fear. And it's like, it's amazing because I would love to get back to that point in my life and be like, I don't care about anything. Let's go.
It's all the irresponsible parents letting their kids watch horror flicks. Make them think like,
Brian was the pie.
Someone sabotaged a roller coaster. All that stuff.
Final Destination.
Oh man, yep. That shit always made you worry about that after seeing that movie. Yeah, dude, I remember that too when my niece was young. I remember when we were like that, just that fearless stage. Then I remember, I don't have kids either, but with my niece, then we would like take her to the park. I'd be like so worried about her because like she climbing all over everything or just running like the way we used to, and I'm like, she's gonna fall and bust her ass, and I'm like, oh my god, like I've become like my mom or like my dad was
overprotective,
you know,
right?
Worrying, you know. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
Dude, it's funny. Like, I'll hang out with friends of mine who have kids. And, like, when their kids are around, they're, like, nagging them, like, go get a coat or don't go outside and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, fucking let them live. Give them a break. They're like, no, but they could. Yeah, well, maybe not. Just fucking see what happens, you know?
Brian's the turtle in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, dude, let him go, man. It's all right.
Let him be free.
Like, no, he doesn't drive at night very often, or something like that.
True.
Just like, come on, man.
So that's cool, man. So nice low key weekend with the family, and then you're gonna be able to spend another weekend with your extended family.
Yep.
So, yeah. Pretty dope. We got to make tomorrow count now. That's that last day. You know what I'm saying? Before we're gone for a few
days. Got to try to get it in before I go, so that way I'm not itching. To rub one out in the shower with fucking Ian on the other side of the wall.
It's like, Dave, what are you doing in there?
Wash your feet, Ian.
Wear slippers, Ian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you might want some water socks, my friend.
Did you guys see the news? He just got engaged. So
yes,
we're in the circle. If you watch it, so you don't, congratulations.
Congratulations, my friend.
Congrats anyway.
Well, welcome to the club. We meet Thursdays, buddy.
Yeah, congrats to that dude. That was awesome to see. I actually found out from somebody else that posted because I guess they tag you, so then you get to see the photo. But that was the first thing I saw, and then I saw his post. Which was funny. So but congrats, man. That's great. All right, JD, what's going on tonight, man? How you doing?
Meat bags.
That Boo? Is that Boo?
Yeah, Fat Boo.
Fat Boo. Mike.
Yeah, buddy.
Is that the Fig Arts that just dropped? I've seen some people posting.
Yep.
Now, does he go from skinny to fat or fat to skinny?
Fat
to deal.
Fat to skinny to fat.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sounds like my life.
Milkshakes and mac and cheese. Get you.
That's Gary's most hated action figure.
And chocolate.
Oh, chocolate, good chocolate.
Nice. Do you definitely need like all the Tamashi stands to stand them up, or can he stand up by himself?
No, I just had him standing on one foot. He's very oddly balanced because he's got those little tiny legs. But he was standing on one foot.
What are you saying, JD? What are you saying? Fat people have tiny little legs?
Shut up, you pair. Yeah, see, He's on 1 foot.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty well balanced, if I say so.
It's not bad. I hate his cape, but whatever, because it's that hard plastic shit.
Oh yeah, maybe you could get Seachasm or something to hook you up with a posable.
Like those 3-panel things.
Mm-hmm. That thing's ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of initially. Is that the one, Brian? I threw you like, what the fuck is an Asian boo?
I mean, I collect weird shit, but that thing's nuts.
It's like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? And then you think about it, it's like the way that fucking thing looks. It's like, and then I'm sure it costs at least $50 or $60. You know what I'm saying? So I could just imagine what my dad would say if he was still alive and he saw some of this shit that I buy. Like, he would just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? $80. Wow.
Move that decimal to the left.
Yep.
Wait, where'd you get that, Barnes & Noble?
Yeah. Yeah,
Barnes and Noble stepping up their game.
He didn't even have him, like we were circling like where the fig arts and the model kits and the Star Wars stuff is, and guys like, you guys looking for anything in particular? It's like anything new. You guys have the same stuff sitting out here. He's like, well, I can like go in the back and look. There's a bunch of stuff back there that we haven't put out yet. And he had one of these sitting on his cart. He's like, I have this guy. And I was like, oh, that's the guy we're looking for. Okay, cool. So, and then he looked for a bunch of other ones that they didn't have. So, because she's looking for some Naruto figures. She's too short of having them all. Not too short like Dave, just short 2 figures.
JD, you got like half an inch on me, bro.
Too short. Isn't that a rapper?
So you're a dwarf and I'm a fucking hobbit then, right? I guess.
Sure.
Fucking jerks.
JD, Mervin's asking if you pre-ordered the Evil Boo.
Not yet.
Okay. What's the difference?
Usually
is that the skinny one? Final form skinny one?
Yeah. Usually with these, like the one GameStop that we go to, that guy usually he knows that we want them, so he usually makes sure that store gets them.
JD, I pre-ordered too, so you could have the second if you need it.
Aw.
I did it from an import site, so it might be a little cheaper for you too.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Did you guys see G Money said it's at a bank? Is that a coin bank?
I can do a coin bank.
A coin bank. Oh, Dave, you're still buying those, right? You're
yeah,
in those.
yeah, I have that one too. I just haven't really got to mess with it.
Okay.
I saw you messing with the fucking Captain Ginyu.
Yeah, I got it. I got that recently, so it's pretty good.
I need to get it.
Yeah. For what it is, it's not a Figuarts, but
yeah,
it's pretty good.
Maybe somebody will have them at TFCon.
I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody was selling that stuff last year.
Yeah, Toy Dojo or something.
Yep.
Have them. But other than that, yeah, just irritated with Apple products and getting back to getting home here after spending a week at Bobby's and Chris's and then getting ready for fucking TFCon.
I wish the audio people could have seen that. That was cute.
Get me out of PA.
Nice. G Money isn't here. He's already making the first legs of his trek to Chicago. I think he was going to Ohio to visit some family, and he's going to continue on from there. So that's why he's not on with us tonight. And I kept it pretty low key myself, just basically, keeping it chill until this coming weekend. Got a little bit of those like con jitters. No reason to be nervous or anything like that, but for some reason I kind of like just feel it like, oof, gonna be flying away in a couple of days and hanging out. So I'm really looking forward to that. Taking a bunch of pics, and I'm gonna be sticking my phone in people's faces for some interviews for Verbally Challenged and doing a whole bunch of fun stuff with you guys. But looking forward to eating, drinking, and hanging out and all that good stuff. So can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah. I guess Dom dropped out. I was about to put him on the spot. I'm like, he kind of came up with our discussion topic tonight, and then he drops out. stuff like that. So I'm gonna give them a few minutes. Do you guys maybe want to play a little game with the chat, or should we just move into some discussion? What do you think? What happened to Dom? I want Dom back for this discussion because he seemed like
there he
is. There he goes.
I'm sorry,
Dom. No timeouts, bro. No timeouts.
I had to feed the hamster.
Hamster was tired.
Does the hamster live up your ass?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Feed the hamster, man. Feed it and make sure he has plenty of water so you don't have any issues with your internet connection. You know.
So disgusting.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Dom, you were kind of the one that kind of in the chat to bring up our discussion topic.
Oh yeah. So we're going. Okay. I was listening to SEU, and it was the episode that when Larry came back, and which was great. I was enjoying the conversation and everything that they were talking about. And one particular question that came back that they were talking was about how us as a Transformer community tends to bundle, like, all the lines, all the Transformers lines from Chug to Masterpiece, disregarding price and anything.
And feed the hamster enough.
And yeah.
Let's see if we could find his notes somewhere. I mean,
alfalfa will help.
No, so he was. This was shout out to the SEU crew, by the way. Nice discussion, Lenny. He was on a couple episodes ago. That's the episode where this discussion took place. But I think what Dom was trying to say, I think it was in response to a question where kind of Bobby was kind of saying like how I think the Transformers fandom maybe in general kind of lumps all the lines together between Chug, Masterpiece, and model kits, any of the other high-end stuff. Compared to like some other lines where it's like, I guess where if you're like let's say a Marvel Legends collector, maybe somebody that stays in that particular pocket might not be interested in, going for like a Hot Toys version of the character, or like all the other different varied lines from other franchises don't seem to blend in as much as like, let's say with the Transformers fandom, which seems to kind of lump everything together. Like Dom was trying to make the point too. So I was listening to that, and I just feel like in this fandom with Transformers and what we collect and all the different lines, I don't really see that same point, because to me, like I understand everybody trying to save a buck, and the KOs have proliferated our hobby as far as Transformers goes. I'm not sure how prolific the KO game is and other lines. Like I know we're getting Play Arts Kai KOs coming out, maybe some Fig Arts KOs, which I personally haven't seen. I'm not really looking for that stuff, so if it's out there, I don't know. Dave, maybe you could speak to that if you see KOs of Fig Art stuff out there. But it seems like Transformers is just a shitload of KOs out there compared to other things like Hot Toys and other certain lines. I feel I'm of that opinion that if they made a KO of a Hot Toys figure and charged $40 or $50 for it, anybody that collects Marvel Legends would be in on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's any different from any other fandom. Like that's, I understand Transformers fans, like they are trying to save a buck, and there is a lot of that wait for that KO mentality. And it's not a discussion about KOs. It's just about maybe, wanting higher end stuff, maybe at a cheaper price point. I think that would speak to anything, any line, any franchise. If you give me a Hot Toys knockoff that's pretty decent quality, because that's also a factor that you have to factor in. With what we're collecting with Transformers, is that these KOs are not shitty KOs anymore. They're very high quality KOs that can be argued are better than the original product in certain cases. So if you're going to give me something similar like that in that Hot Toys or Sideshows category, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that maybe are not inclined to spend that $200 or $250, but would spend that $40 or $50 for that, no question, if it was out there. So I don't know if that was the point that Dom was trying to make, but that's kind of what I got out of that little bit of discussion that they were talking about. It's just everybody's wants to save a buck, and not everybody's going to keep that moral high ground of, hey, I'm going to pay the $250 or whatever the Hot Toys cost because it's an original product. sure there's a lot of people out there that had no problem paying that 40 or 50 for it. You know, even if it's not something that they would normally collect otherwise. You know, so
I'm sorry that I fell out.
It's all right, Dom. I'm gonna fucking fine you once the show is over. Don't worry about it. I was trying to finish. I was trying to finish your point, but go ahead. Like, you know, go ahead to
where did I left off? Like, so, like, I'm sorry. Where did I left off, Jose?
Well, you were talking about like how I kind of picked up on the point of maybe what you were trying to say, like when about how the community, the Transformers community in general, between all the lines, kind of gets lumped together as opposed to other fandoms. You know, where like if you're a Marvel Legends collector, more than likely you kind of stay in that lane. If you collect Hot Toys, you stay in that lane.
Yeah. And their whole talk was in regards to the I guess the acceptability in regard for for KOs. But you know, I found the conversation very interesting because we do like I feel it's true that Transformers as a community doesn't segregate or the differences between toy lines in Transformers. We all think it's kind of the same, and obviously we want it all, you know. And sometimes I feel, you know, it doesn't have that separation, or as I forgot who on the show at SDU said, like, borders in regards to, you know, the different, you know, Marvel Legends, you know, there's action figures and there's all different types of action figures at all different price ranges. So, like, you know, there is no, I guess, the flux of knockoffs in between those other lines, because everybody, I guess, understands the borders or understands the restrictions each individual toy line has. So I just feel like with the Transformers group, and I believe it's true, that there's something with us that I feel that we put it all together, like we put it all into the same bucket. And I just wanted to know what your thoughts were, and you know, whether you agree or disagree, or kind of, you know, what your thoughts, guys, were.
Yeah, I just elaborated. So basically, like what I said, was like, you know, I just feel like it just comes down to price and people wanting to save like a buck, you know. So you know, I understand about like lumping all the like lines together, but there are different classes within this Transformers franchise. You know what I'm saying? You got the Chugs, you got Masterpiece, which is higher end. Now you got Flames Toys putting things out at a $300-$400 price point, kind of similar to what you're getting with Hot Toys. You know, and you do see those that are like, no, I can't go in on that. I don't know if you really see price being the issue, but underneath it, you know, that probably is the issue. People will say, it doesn't transform, I'm not going to buy that or whatnot. But price definitely does play a factor. And you could see that because a lot of people have no problem buying a KO, you know. And I was saying that if they came out with KOs of Hot Toys, of Sideshow collectibles, and made high quality stuff like they're doing in the Transformers world, you'd have a lot of people that maybe only collected Legends or certain like lower end retail stuff, and they'd have no problem spending the $40 or $50 for a KO of that higher end stuff if it was of decent quality. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right when I say this, but like, I think the Hot Toys collector,
you're wrong,
wouldn't want to buy a knockoff. They might want to, maybe if it's something that is not something they have, it's a character has not been made, and somebody makes something like that, maybe it'd be something they'd want to obtain. But I just, you know, I could be wrong, and, you know, I do collect Hot Toys, but, you know, I'm not one of them. Some of them do have their, you know, their noses up in the air about certain other lines, like, you know, oh, why do you collect 6? You know, I collect it all, so I see the value in collecting 6-inch because it's the playability and posing and battle scenes and weapons and stuff. And then you got the Hot Toys collector that says this looks like it popped off the screen. It's the best representation of that character. I want it. It's the most expensive figure of that, let's say, Anakin Skywalker that there is, you know. So they might shit on that $50-$60 knockoff of it. And also I just can't see it being done on that level with a character like that, like a human face, because when you're buying the Hot Toys, you're paying for that sculpt and you're paying for that paint. And I can't see a knockoff company being able to mass produce that to the point where you'd want to purchase it to supplement paying the $250 for it or whatever it costs. You know, them paying $50 for it, you're probably going to get $50 worth of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're just going to get a Ken looking Anakin Skywalker. You know, like that's how I can see it. But I also thought about it when you were talking, because I do a lot of the Sideshow stuff, and you know, some people compare Sideshow and Hot Toys being the better of the two. I have some of the older Sideshow stuff, some of the newer. So the older, when I say older, I mean 2013, 2014. When you compare it to something that came out in 2017 or 2018, it's not made as well. And I look at it and I'm like, it looks like a knockoff of this one. Like, you know, it looks like a cheaper version, but it was just where they were at the time. But so also, I wouldn't. All right, I've spent $100 on one of those older figures, sometimes more. And if they did make something like that, like a Trooper, where you don't have a face sculpt or you have his armor, you know, and it poses the right way, it holds up, it's not falling apart, I might pick up one or two to fill in spots like that. But not to have a main character, I can't ever see it being something that they could knock off where you'd be saving so much money. I think if people did start knocking it off, you'd probably only be saving a few bucks. Because if the official cost $250, they knocked it off, put all that time, effort into it, I can't see it being cheaper than maybe $150, $175. And then when you're at that point, you're like, what do I do? I might as well just get the official. Why am I going to get a knockoff to save $75?
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with that. Like, I feel like let's say to make it worth buying the KO, if that's what you were inclined to do, like it has to be a significant difference in price, like $50, $60, $70 for that. Buy the original, you know?
Right. But there are people, Jose, like there are people, that's talented people out there who are collectors like us, you know, like JD, I'd like to say, who create their own figures because they don't have that character, you know? So they'll go make, like, I'll give you an example. Right now, everybody's making, the Anakin came out for Hot Toys, right? He's in his Jedi outfit. But Sideshow made him in his Commander Anakin outfit.
Clone Wars.
Sideshow from like 4 or 5 years ago. So that the sculpt isn't there, but the clothing, the armor that he has on is the look that people are going for just for that look. So what they're doing is they're taking parts of the Hot Toys that cost $250, popping the head off, popping arms off, popping boots off, or whatever they do, manipulate it to make a Commander Skywalker. You know? And so they're taking the old figure and mashing it together to make what's not out there.
Do you think? I'm sorry, Dave. Do you think they're doing that because they got forced to buy that Anakin twice to get the extra head or whatever?
Oh well, that it would be.
Like, what the hell am I gonna do with this extra Anakin?
Well, a lot of people are buying an extra Anakin just to do that. Just do that with it, make Commander Anakin, and then they're piecing out the piece. You know, they're selling the rest of the pieces. They piece them out and they make their money back. You know, same thing with sculpts. You got guys out there who have made better sculpts that I've seen, at least in my opinion, that are better than Hot Toy sculpts.
Yeah, I did hear Bobby say on that same. I'm sorry, Dom. I did hear him say on that same SCU episode that there is like a third-party element to that game, like people creating like bodies or different clothes, and then just maybe popping heads off the like official figures and stuff like that to get like the looks that they want.
And like exactly, like there's definitely opportunity for other lines that third parties can step in. Has that opportunity been taken yet? I like with Hot Toys, yes. There's sculptors, like individual sculptors that are out there sculpting heads, going into a market trying to sell their sculpts and fill that void that you necessarily don't have, or Hot Toys or Sideshow giving you. So, like, you know, there's definitely opportunity there. I definitely feel like Transformers is further in that life cycle in regards to third party, because a lot of people saw that there was an opportunity and they took it and they jumped on it, and it's just we're just so further in the life cycle of third party, and obviously now since we're so further in that life cycle, I think knockoffs have evolved from that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Let me ask you a question though, Tom. Do you think they evolved so quick because of third party? Because, like, let's say somebody want to knock off a Hot Toys, you got to worry about Disney coming after you. Disney and Hot Toys, as opposed to third party. You got to worry about somebody who's basically not knocking off, but using a property that they don't have a license to,
and they're not going to come after you. You definitely bring a valid point, because there's no threat of knocking off a third party figure for a cheaper price, because there is no, there's nobody going to come after you. Involved. Yeah, there's no license involved. Whose foot are you stepping on?
Right.
Yeah. And well, apparently,
and that might be a good what is it? Good evidence that that's why knockoffs are so robust here in Transformers community. Because of that. So
yeah, that is a decent point. The Rob Milton in the chat's bringing up that the people who are going Hot Toys aren't even going to consider a KO because they're way hard to do right or even close, and they can't even get the Mezco ones decent. So apparently, like, I guess in that realm of figures, they're not doing too well as far as like what we're getting with the Transformers and all these kind of like high quality knockoffs. Yeah, it's true. We are a little bit further in that third party game, a little bit further along, so I guess some of this other stuff is harder to do. Like, I just don't see what it is, because Dave, it's like you said, I almost feel like they can just go that route of just giving you like a body, just a plain plastic body, and maybe where the only things they'd be lacking is maybe like the head sculpt. And then there's other customizers, because I see it out there with the 12 scale stuff, the 6-inch figures. Like, they're putting out head sculpts for these Marvel Legends and Black Series that fucking look incredible. You know what I'm saying? So I thought might be a market for that already with the Hot Toys, where you could probably get like a body, let's say, for like $100 with some clothing, and you could buy like a head separately for whatever your needs might happen to be. So
and like you can also see like I've been collecting some Hot Toys recently, and when I'm watching reviews and I'm hearing issues around the next figure that's coming out, people are getting price sensitive in regards to these recently released Hot Toys, because they're seeing what was done before and what prices were, and whether the price the increase in price is legit in regards to the improvements that they're making. So it's definitely there. Price sensitivity does open up the market to such things as knockoffs and going another route in regards to receiving your head sculpts or whatever the case may be. So it's time will tell, but like I believe it's really up to the collectors and the community and the collectors to kind of gauge on where these borders are and what they feel is right, and just you as a personal collector and where you feel your loyalties are, and whether you're gonna go that route because you want to save a couple dollars and stuff like that. And it's difficult. Don't get me wrong, it is difficult because it's with regards to Transformers, the quality of knockoffs are just improving, and it's like there's no the difference in gap is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's like it's really crazy at this time.
Yeah. So what happens if that happens to the other lines, like Hot Toys and all these other things, like I'm talking about? Then you're gonna get that in those fandoms. Like you will have the elitists like we have that are gonna say, no, I'm not gonna touch a KO. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it's going to open that market up. But that if they're putting out high quality KOs of that other stuff, it's going to sell, and you will get a market for that.
But then you got Dave saying, you got Disney, and those licensees going to get pissed, and whether they're going to spend the extra cash to go after these people.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And to your point, Jose, when you started talking earlier, you asked if SH Figuarts, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do have knockoffs of those. Mm-hmm. They've been around for a while now. So right now you can get like a Stormtrooper for $20 on eBay. That's a knockoff for Figuarts, or you can get a $35-$40 Luke Skywalker, but it's not gonna be up to par to the Luke Skywalker that you would have got from Figuarts. You know.
Oh, you just reminded me now that you said the Luke. I think I remember seeing like a KO of him with like the Return of the Jedi outfit. It looked like shit with like the golden hair or something like that. It looked all fucked up. Yeah.
Because I feel with action figures, you got to spend the money to get it to that quality. It's like there's no cheating, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but
it's like what makes Transformers so different. I would think Transformers is harder. You got engineering don't you think and so? Everything involved.
That's what's already done. Like, you know, I just don't know. Like it's maybe I'm talking out of my ass. But
no, the difference is that all right, you got a Transformer, right? You know what? Once you got the engineering done, you're basically just breaking it apart completely and making molds of each piece that you took apart. Right.
Sometimes they're using the mold that's already
cast, right?
It's already done.
When you go into the Hot Toys realm, you know, you got the sculpt that you have to replicate, right? Mm-hmm. But then you also have the fabric, the clothing that you have to replicate. You have to find the clothing that's going to match, you know, the color, the quality, the stitching. You know, it's just the detail. It's too much. That's why I said before that if they did start knocking those off to the point where it would be hard to tell one from the other, the knockoff's not going to be that much cheaper than the official.
Yeah, they would have to spend the money.
Yeah.
But I feel too with you got to also remember knocking off an action figure, especially if an official company has that license. You're not doing anything different. Like, you know, you're not doing anything unique. Where in third party, it is unique. It is a unique transformation. It is a unique, you know, different than what official might be doing. So it's unique. Like we all had that discussion in that battle. It is unique. It's unique to that specific toy. So when you come to knockoffs and Transformers, it's like you know, I think the engineering is already done, and grabbing those specs and grabbing those molds and mimicking that, I think it might be a little bit easier in getting the quality where it needs to be to compete with that type of official figure.
And like I said, you take it apart. You know, you create a mold of a piece. You could downsize it and you could upsize it. And that's what they're doing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Just make the mold bigger, make it smaller. You know.
I'm just gonna say that, like, it doesn't matter to me, you know, who buys what. It's your money. You get to do what you want with it. But one thing I've learned, because the only KOs that I've bought were the Yes model Seekers.
Me too. Team BBC.
One thing I learned from just purchasing those is it's kind of a big middle finger to all these companies. They're charging $200, $250, $300, whatever the price is. They're charging an arm and a leg for these products when they've turned around and they've knocked it off, they've improved it, better materials, and it doesn't cost as much. Now, granted, sorry, Dom.
Yeah, I know you're going where I want to go. You're going.
Granted,
continue.
That's not the case a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you know, in a Hot Toys situation, you know, you're gonna sacrifice that sculpt. You know what I mean? The materials might not hold up as well or whatever, you know. But it tells you, hey, it does not cost this much to make these things.
Yep. And JD,
but hold on. I'll go. I'll let Brian talk and then I'll come back to that.
Just to go back to that Seekers, man. So I don't usually buy KO either, but Takara held hostage fucking Skywarp and Thundercracker as exclusive for $200-something fucking dollars when Hasbro put out the same goddamn mold at Toys R Us for $60. $60, that's why I went BB7 and I was fucking fine with it.
Yep.
Right.
Those assholes, man.
So JD, to your point, right? I totally agree with you, but I also see things like this. So I'm a knockoff company, right? Mm-hmm. So I basically just took all the engineering that you already put the money into, paid somebody to do. I'm copying it, I'm gonna make it now, and I'm gonna pay fucking these 10, 12-year-olds to fucking put it together when you're paying 10, 14-year-olds to put yours together. You know, I'm just saying.
I get you.
You're paying them $2. I'm paying them 50 cents. You know,
I get the theft aspect of it. You know,
and you're not paying for that license. You know what I mean? So I could see, you know, how the numbers jump the way they do. But again, I do agree they are charging too much for some things.
And I agree with Dave. Like Dave, I think JD, the middle finger that I think official, like, you know, is giving us is that a knockoff company just improved like 2 little things on that figure and it made it so much better. Like the peg, they extended the ports and the pegs on certain connections that just makes that figure so much better. And it's like, how many times have they done that mold officially and never made those improvements? You know, it's like it's like those 2 little improvements on attaching the wings and making sure that the peg was deep enough so it clicked, and that the middle chest peg making it long enough so it clicked. Like, those are things that officials should have changed, and then at the end of the day, that knockoff would never have been made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Rob might have a nice point for that in the chat. He's saying that KO and third party don't have shareholders looking for constant profit.
Right.
So that plays a point, because they're always, you know, trying to maximize profits. So they're going to do everything they can to not have to improve. You know, if they have a mold already done. You know.
Yeah, I'm not questioning you. Like, you know, there is probably some margin in there that they charge a little bit extra to get out of us, but. You know, they are definitely paying a little bit more to make that figure at a knockoff company like Dave said.
You're roboting, Dom.
He
ran out of
board. Just to comment on what Rob said, you know, there was a time back in the day when companies didn't just fucking kowtow to shareholders. They fucking went out and made a good quality product and had a respectable company.
Yep.
You know, I'd like to see those days come back.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Jim Hogg had another nice little point in the chat that it's a lot harder to cheapen sculpt than engineering, and so artists and sculptors are going to be more expensive. So I can kind of see that.
So, all right, I guess another good example would be the X-Transbots Crack Rock.
Yeah, $40, a fucking nice fine figure. That would have normally cost you $100 for $40, and I'm sure they're still turning.
But why did he do it? Because a KO company got a hold of his design, was going to sell it for the same price. It was complete trash. He sold that thing at that price to say, "Hey, don't even bother with this thing. Here's what it costs. You know, just fucking buy the good one." You know what I mean? Just to undercut the knockoff company, you know what I mean? So again, it's another, you know, it proves it again that it was like, it doesn't cost that much for them. That he still made money off of it. You know, he still made plenty of money off of selling those fucking things.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. So I mean, I think we've touched on that before. You know, like what they charge and stuff. I'm sure they're just making money hand over fist. But that's the game. You know, it is what it is.
I just wanted to mention one more thing too. Like, especially you guys are going on about the Hot Toys conversation. Dom and Dave, you guys are fucking passionate about this stuff, man. So I've seen people with Hot Toys displays. I've seen them all over the internet, stuff like that, in person. And not only are these figures, they look great, they have to be displayed well to look great. So when these people, if there are KOs come out, I'm just kind of wondering, like, are you going to see collectors posting pics of Hot Toys Anakin on their end table next to their bed, next to their empty cereal bowl or some shit like that? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I kind of think about it. I don't know if there's like a sense of entitlement that we've talked about with this kind of stuff, where it's like, no, I deserve to have all these toys that I want. You look at, I wish Gary was here, because if you take it to automobiles, right? You know, people who are buying high-end automobiles. I mean, it's a different type of person, man. There's someone that's just a little bit more, you know, in a different lifestyle than someone who's buying just like a Toyota Camry or something like that. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's just, I don't know. There's definitely a line there. and I don't know if it's right to say like KO's even the field for everyone or whatever, but you know, this stuff is high quality and it demands a specific price, and I have to wonder if that's why the cost of these Sakara masterpieces are going up, because I think we may have touched on this before, but they're raising those prices to basically demand, like, to say this is like an uber collectible of some type. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just
Well, with anything, prices I think go up, but I just feel like it's been a little steep just as far as like masterpieces. What were these cars costing? Like 80 to 80, between 80 and 90, let's say, for like an MP car. Now to jump up to 120, I feel like that's a kind of like a pretty, you know, high hike, you know, in such a short amount of time. So I think they do see like, hey, this is what people are paying for this other stuff. We could do that too. You know?
At this point, I'm glad I'm almost done and let these Beast Wars guys pay that price, because more, you know. I'm sorry, Dave.
No, you're fine.
All right, cool. Legit.
Good point, because it's almost like you know, Jose, you just said it. If they're gonna pay it, let them pay it. You know, they need that character. You know, this is the best one out there, so let them pay the 120 for it. You know, Sunstreaker, for example. You know, we all bought it, right? We all complained about the price originally, but we all fucking bought it, and now it's you can't find it anywhere, so now it's even more money, right?
It's just like the Megatron.
Yeah,
we all
like
bought
it. I think we had a hangout about it, right? We spoke about it for 2 hours.
Yep.
We're like, oh, fuck that. Look at the fucking top of the fucking shoulders, and look at all that mess. And I think everybody on here either owned it or bought it at one time or another, right? Fucking, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep buying it. They're gonna keep raising the price. And when we stop buying it, maybe that's when they'll lower it. Or they'll stop making it. One of the two. You know?
Bricks on the dollar is like, but what did Sunstreaker cost on Amazon Japan?
Oh, right.
That's true. You know, a bunch of us didn't have to pay that 120 retail, but I mean, we're just speaking in general retail price.
General, I think I paid $70 for that thing, but whatever.
Exactly.
Tariffs. Gotta pay them.
That's right. And isn't there some shit with the postal thing now that we might have to pay more for import stuff from China? We'll see what happens. Well,
that tariff that went up, it's not going up on toys, so we don't have to worry about that.
Nice.
At least not yet. So,
not yet.
Yeah.
We're good for a little while.
we've had 3 different lists that came out with the tariffs. I think one went out in June, and then 2 between August and October. And none of it had toys on it because I checked every time. So toys are still basically duty free. So you know, you're not paying much on toys.
Do you think KO toys made in America would be up to par with KO toys made in China?
No.
Nope. Because you ain't gonna find no kids to make them for 10 cents an hour.
And stuff is made in America.
Exactly.
Which means they won't make them.
Kids aren't allowed to smoke here, you know.
Yeah, damn, Dom dropped out again. All right, so we'll put that to bed. This is something we're gonna do, this question thing. So chat squad, get ready. And by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, just do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Brink, are you able to bring up your table there? Are you good?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah. All right, cool. I'll take lead. Dom, I don't know who's going to substitute because Gary's here. It was supposed to be me, JD, and Gary this week. 2 weeks ago, we started a thing. We were going to do it last week, but YouTube kind of went all out of whack. So we postponed it. And we have a little question game with the chat squad. I'm going to ask somebody in the chat a question. If the first person that responds correctly gets to play.
Jose, I just need you to give me a minute here. Yeah. I'm trying to get this situated with the chat window open. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. All right. So, guys, I'm going to ask chat squad, get ready. You know, first one that answers correctly wins. Guys, back me up just in case you know, other people's internets are lagging. I want to make sure that this is all fair and good. But I'm going to ask a question to the chat squad. First person to answer correctly gets to pick a number. And then we'll continue from there. All right. So my question to the chat squad, first one that gets to answer correctly gets to play. What was the name of the fictional Middle Eastern city in Transformers Season 3 that Trypticon and Octane used to hang out at? You got to spell it right. Spell it right.
That's tough.
It's a little controversial also, you know what I'm saying? But this is easy. That's an easy fucking answer. Anybody that's a fan knows that one. I think Rob Milton got it. I think he was the first one. Brick said Agrabah.
Agrabah.
Shout out to Aladdin. Did you guys peep the trailer? The little teaser for that, little live action of Aladdin coming next year. That's pretty cool.
I wonder who they're gonna get the genie to play the genie.
I think it's Will Smith, right?
Is it Will Smith?
I think it's Will Smith is playing the genie.
Fuck.
All right. Paul said car bombing, Carbamia. Rob Milton got it correctly. He spelled it correctly. Carbamia. And if you guys didn't know, that was the script that made Casey Kasem quit the show. It was just very, very loose with the racial stuff there in that one. You know what I'm saying? The 80s was a different time. All right, let me screen share Brian. All right, so Rob, you were correct. So pick a number. Pick a number from 1 to 30. If you could see Brian's little list there. Choose a number from 1 to 30.
200.
Rob said the whole episode was racist as hell. Yeah. He chooses 16.
Uh-oh.
What's number 16?
Uh-oh.
Reveal it.
Ooh.
Ask a question. Okay. So I'll ask you guys. I gotta think about this too for when I answer. All right, guys. My question for the rest of you guys and people in the chat, feel free to play along and participate. We'd like to hear your answers too. We'll shout them out. So my question for the panel is, if you could be the star of any movie franchise, what movie franchise would it be?
Oh, that's good.
I'll answer real quick before the rest of you motherfuckers steal my answer. But I'm just gonna say just real quick. I think I'd choose Back to the Future, that trilogy. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite trilogy, like by any means. But I do love those movies, and I almost feel like it's the perfect trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Told a pretty complete story from that first part to part 3. When you watch them all like back to back to back, I don't really have any issues with anything in those films. So. Yeah, I think I'd be Marty McFly.
You just want a hoverboard.
I think that's it. That's it. All right. Anybody else want to answer? Brian, Don, Dave,
like wanting your mom to come on to you or anything like that.
I got an answer.
All right, go ahead, share.
If movie franchise, could it just be a character? Because he has multiple franchises. When I think about it,
yeah, like I guess it would have to be like a certain character. Can't like not the actor. Actor plays
no.
Roles.
Like,
it has to be
I was thinking more along the lines like Batman. So
okay,
I would love to be Batman because Batman, I mean, he's dope as fuck. He fights crime and shit, but he's also rich. Could buy anything he wants, and gets a lot of pussy. So I'm like,
there it is. There's the truth.
There's the truth. So
see, so we're speaking in terms of movies, though. So who would be your preference? The Keaton Batman, Kilmer, Clooney, Bale, or Affleck?
I'd have to go Bale, even though
had some hot chicks.
I can't really. What's her name? She replaced the other actress. No. Rachel, where is she? What's that?
Oh, that's right.
Gyllenhaal, the Gyllenhaal chick. I really don't give a shit about. But aside from that, man, I'd probably be Bale.
Would you have preferred Katie Holmes from Batman Begins?
Katie Holmes, Katie Holmes, and then what's her name? The girl from that Devil's Wear Prada. I forget the actress's name all the time.
Oh, what's her name?
Glenn Close?
Yeah, the
No. Close.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. Yes. I'll take those big teeth.
Oh yeah. Nice. Some members of the chat squad are chiming in. Eric B said The Matrix. Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm assuming he means Neo, maybe. Deluxe said porn. John Holmes, bro. John Holmes, old school. Rob Milton said Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've never seen that.
I like that movie.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Most Def is in it. Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I've never peeped.
Just make sure you bring your towel.
Yep, you need your towel. I have mine.
Alan Rickman plays a depressed robot through the whole thing. It's fucking good. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
You got yours?
Right there.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Don Panic. Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Where's that from?
That's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh. So yeah, I don't know. I'm clueless, dude. I'm clueless.
Big
Nice.
bold letters on the back of the book.
I think I would do Harry Potter.
Oh,
Nice.
nice choice, Dom.
I would do.
Got a lot of
I would love to be Harry.
I'm got a lot of movies, and it was the same dude.
Yeah.
Same dude, right? That played him in all those films,
But
right?
you look more like Hagrid than you do fucking Harry
Listen,
Potter.
listen. I just gotta get the scar, wear some glasses.
Nice. That's another franchise I haven't watched not one movie of. Like they have. Did that kid?
Really?
Yeah. Did that kid have like a nice journey? Because I mean, obviously they're aging.
Yeah.
Throughout the length of those films. So how'd that turn out? Was that a factor?
Yeah, it was a good like all the way from beginning to end. Like I enjoyed the whole series. Like I really did. There's sometimes I watch some of the back like the Gallipoli Fire and Azkaban, and it just some of the writing in that movie was really good.
Yeah, I gotta concur with that. I fucking love that fucking shit. Harry Potter shit.
Even like the relationships, like the relationship between the characters, their growth through the stages, and just the love each individual's love interests and how they kind of dealt with each other and everything like that. It was really good.
So you have a thing for Ginny Weasley then, huh?
Oh, she got hot, dude, at the end.
Knew there was an ulterior.
What about Cho Chang? Was Cho Chang your thing too?
Dude, I would be in that bathroom with her, dude. It's like turning on the faucets. Even what was the
Hermione?
ghost in the ghost in the
Myrtle?
Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle? You would have really had that bitch moaning, huh?
She's my bitch.
Nice. That's cool. I'm gonna maybe try to watch those too. I just never was like a fan of the subject matter, so I never was interested. But if they're good, I'll try.
They're good. They're good, Jose.
Well, Jose, the only thing I could say is trying to watch it later. Like I started watching that. I think I was probably a teenager when they first came out.
Mm-hmm. Actually, he's saying he was 3 blunts in when he was watching.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just saying now, you kind of grew with the characters. Like it was easier to watch from the beginning than it is now because I tried getting my wife into it and she's like, no.
Yeah,
she's like, no. Lord of the Rings, okay. Harry Potter, no.
The early stages is a little hard because it's very kiddish, and you just understand that they do grow up, they do get older, and the story does evolve, and it gets more serious.
Interesting fact, Jose. Harry Potter was born in 1980.
Oh, nice. That's my year.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, I'll try to check those out, and I like that. I like a franchise like that's had so many movies. How many did they make? Like 8 of them, 7 or 8 of them. 7. So that's a pretty significant investment you can make in the films, and just knowing that they grow and evolve and change, that's probably worth watching those alone. Just for that. All right. Anybody else? Frank, JD.
I'd be Wolverine. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. He got a good run in those X films. That's a good one.
Now, are we talking like being the character or being the actor?
Being the character.
Yeah.
You know what? He's a bit of a loner. Shit like that. I like it. I'm in.
Bangs Jean Grey,
Yeah.
It's a plus. Got to hit Famke. Did he? Did he get to hit that? I'm not even sure. So. No, he didn't get to hit.
I don't think so.
He had to kill her before he got the chance, unfortunately. All right, cool. What about you, JD?
This is tough.
Just look around your room and pick something.
Well, I mean,
reference.
If I could, see, I don't know if I could pick a specific character if I went like Star Wars. Just as long as I was like in the universe and had a lightsaber and a blaster, I'd be happy. It wouldn't have to be anybody fucking special. But like, if I had to pick a character, I would have to go with like the Dune series. I would have to be Paul Atreides, because how cool would it be to burst people's organs with your voice?
Oh.
Ride giant worms.
That's dark.
Insane.
Dark. I like it.
Drinking the water and your eyes just glow blue. You know,
I really want to see what's in JD's closet. Jesus.
Honestly, Dom, you wouldn't be surprised. It's just a bunch of boxes and shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Maybe a Nerf gun. You get
maybe.
Nice. A couple of others in the chat winging them. He said Star Trek, so maybe Kirk. I guess maybe the character. Jim Hogg said Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's a damn.
Indiana Jones
That's
is a good one.
One.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
You know, Deluxe mentioned Sam from the Transformers, and I was going to say that until he mentioned in the chat. I didn't want to steal his answer.
Sam with Wiki?
Dude, man, hang out with giant robots, get Megan Fox around a lot.
I'd even let that fucking robot bitch fuck me. That fucking remember that
from the second
movie in the college dorm? What?
Yep.
That was sexy ass scene.
Yeah.
Like motor oil. She tastes like motor oil.
Where you sticking that tail coming out of your back,
Diesel,
bitch?
yeah, diesel.
I never did that before. Watch it.
We're on a timeout.
That shit was fucking ridiculous.
I just love that scene.
Yeah. Mervin said Lord of the Rings. Nice.
No toilets, man. Lord of the Rings, just saying.
No air conditioning.
No TP, man. Figure it out.
Brammer said a Fear and Loathing remake starring him would be good.
Next time you're shaking somebody's hand.
Sam's Formers, what's up, Sam? He's actually watching us live. He's actually on our time zone, same time zone as us. So that's
can't
pretty
wait
cool.
to see that dude, man.
Yeah, he said a Bond, James.
Ooh,
Bond.
That's a good one.
Another good one. That's probably the fucking best one. That's like one of the longest running franchises, right? Fucking ever.
All the
cool
ladies, all the gadgets. Yeah, all the gadgets.
Gnarly cars.
Shit.
Damn.
Yep,
that's a good one.
That's dope. Adamus Nitron, he said also The Matrix for him. So that's cool. That's a popular one. Yeah, Deluxe, like you said, Sam Witwicky. Let's see. Anybody else? Chime in? I think that was it. Nice. All right. So, JD, you're up. And either Brank, Dom, or Dave, get ready because one of you got to sub in for Gary.
I have questions ready. Whatever you guys want.
Dave can go. I like his questions.
Well,
all right.
Let's
JD,
go, chat.
So, JD, you're up.
Give me a number between 1 and 30, aside from what had already been picked.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're going to make them pick a number so then they could choose a number. Okay.
JD, you don't have a question you can ask?
You don't have a question for them?
I mean...
ask them something stupid and simple.
Some Star Wars.
It's the stupidest, simplest Star Wars question you could ask. Look, they're all the 27, 17, 69.
Stop
18.
with the numbers.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm getting all out of whack here.
What's Chewbacca's father's name?
I don't even know.
Do you know that one, JD?
No, I don't
You don't know it?
I don't remember.
Is it that Dolph Hulker guy?
Deluxe says, "Yes, I'll marry you, JD."
Hey, he already said yes to me.
Yeah.
He's taken.
This is gonna get complicated.
10 million.
All right, Jesus Christ.
Look, you put him on the spot.
Yeah, well, I didn't think about this part. All right,
he made it easy. So just maybe instead of 1 through 30, maybe like between 1 through 10.
Yeah, give me a number between 1 through 10. Chat.
You got to pick it right. Chat squad, 1 through 10. Let's go. I want to see those rapid fire numbers. Boom, 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 boom. They were doing it before.
Yeah, they were. Here we go.
8, 7, 6.
Roland got it.
3.
Roland got it.
7.
Yeah, 7.
Roland got it. 7. All right, so Roland Rage.
Let it delay. Let's before it's saying any numbers.
Yeah, see, this is why we.
Mm-hmm. You gotta ask a question without numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna throw them out. All right, so I'm gonna screen share Brian.
Look at those fucking numbers.
All right, so yeah, no more numbers, guys.
No more numbers.
Roland Rage, you got it. He's up.
Oh, yep. He picked 17.
17.
He picked 17. He says he's feeling lucky.
Pick one right next to this one.
I think that's kind of
lucky.
Smart strategy.
Yeah, smart strategy. Oh no!
Let's ask a question. All right. I hope you're ready for this part, JD.
Yeah.
Pick a number.
You should have just chose one of your other questions.
What's your favorite number? Sorry, buddy. Sorry. I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
I was going to say.
I'll excuse myself.
I was going to say, if you could pick a number between 1 and 100, what would it be? Oh, boy. All right. So, yeah. This kind of goes with what Dave was talking about earlier, but what hand do you use?
Wow. It's kind of personal.
Could I answer first?
Go for it.
All right. So, for the first night, all right, so when did we start? I started doing this around 13. I would say 13 to 29 or 30, I would always go right. Now I'm left upside down.
He figured it out.
Yeah, right.
Now I'm left upside down. Okay, it just it feels different.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
It's
That shit is
it's
crazy.
better. Sometimes I switch off. Switch. But sometimes a little bit of both. You get like a little bit of this going, but left and right.
You must make a mess.
You gotta wash both your hands.
Yeah.
You have no disregard.
Do not shake this motherfucker's hand. And Ian, you are definitely gonna need some fucking.
Anybody with a Dutch rudder?
Roland Rage is saying right. Always right hand.
Yeah. I'll go next. Right, it's always right. Left, don't get no love.
You guys got to get advanced, man. You guys got to really step up your game, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave. Come play with me.
Don wants to learn how to ski.
Hey.
Brick said, "You think everybody shifted to the left once the internet came around?"
That's another thing too. So my right is my primary hand, right? So I gotta hold the phone with it. Using the phone, and then the left. See? Well, thank me later, everybody.
It's the opposite. I hold the phone with the left, and I use the right.
Think before phone, Dave, when you had to use the mouse.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
True.
Click.
You had to interrupt. You know what I'm saying? You had to interrupt your flow if you needed to click on the next scene or something. That's why you got to set up a Windows media player and just have a bunch of shit on cue. You know what I'm saying? Hands free.
Just imagine if they would made you put like a whole shift control and enter to start the video.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Yo, Dave, like I don't get too crazy anymore, but I am up on your more advanced techniques. I know all about that, even though I don't do it much anymore. But
you could tell the listeners that.
Okay. I'm a righty. So
I'm in Dave's boat where for the longest For the longest time I was right-handed, and then Yeah, probably after I was like 35. Like, you know what? I need some strange.
Yeah.
I went lefty.
That is so strange. That's great. That is fucking great. Oh man, Brink, did you answer? Don't be shy.
Hello there, stranger.
Yeah, but you saying lefty, but are you a lefty already?
He is.
I am lefty. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You should
Actually, I do sports related things right-handed, so I don't know if that means.
Huh.
That is strange.
Oh man,
my buddy Jared would be like, "Feel this, feel that," because like the one side of his body is like way bigger than the other. Literally.
He's got the Popeye forearm on the one side.
Is he like that dude from that M. Night Shyamalan movie? You guys ever seen that Lady in the Water?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Something like that, and the guy would just work out one arm.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Not that extreme, but like.
Guess which one I am? I'm right here.
You look at him, and you know, it looks normal over here, and this side kind of bulges a little bit more.
That's funny.
Oh shit.
About an inch difference, you know.
Yo, Lord Shadowkeeper said he's gonna be fist bumping everybody.
Realm of masturbation.
That's hilarious. All right,
come on, like he don't. Come on, bro.
Fucking
fuck out of here. If you don't, you're missing out, bro. It's your problem.
Yeah.
What are you, James Bond?
Yeah, right?
You're not getting that type of pussy.
Oh man. All right, Dave, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a great question like those, I'll be honest with you. But
wait, for us, you gotta
do the pick.
Oh shit.
Don't forget the
chat.
Don't forget.
Fuck. All right.
Do a simple or a hard one.
Okay.
Hard.
Keep hard out of it.
One or a hard one. Okay. What was the name of Super Mario's pet friend?
There you go.
Was it that raccoon thing?
No, I know what he's talking about.
I mean,
I probably wouldn't call it a pet, but
more like a comrade / vehicle of transportation.
Was it the cloud?
Yoshi.
Milton?
Damn.
Rob Milton. Yep. Yoshi.
Well, he's first, but he's out. So, Rob, if you already answered
Jim
correctly, you got the pick. You're out.
Jim's up.
Jimmy.
So, Jim, pick a number from 21 to 30.
Stop giving the answers.
Oh, damn! He ain't even giving them the choice to choose between 1 and 20.
Oh, he just went right to 1.
He said, "I'm choosing." No. He's like, "I'm giving you a very narrow."
Oh, so we're only doing 1 to 20. All right, let him do 1 to 20. No, there's already two gone.
No, he gets to choose between 1 to 30. Except don't choose 16 or 17.
Wait.
Those
which one does he want to go with? He did 2. We're picking his first number.
Whatever you want to go with, Jim. Which one you want? 4 or 21?
4 or 21. Which one?
Tell us one more time.
Oh, we got
Dave was trying to censor you.
We got the thing with the mix-up. Eric B's like, wasn't I before Jim? But look,
Yo, Eric, put another hamster on that wheel, bro. Up that internet.
So it's 4.
Jim's going with 4.
Going with
4.
Boom. Up that internet.
Oh, close one.
Okay.
So close.
Now ask us a question.
I just lost it. Hold on. I have it. 2 seconds. Coming back up. All right.
Not switching back up to that right.
Man, where the fuck did I do with that?
Right. Man.
So, all right. So I'll just reword it the best I can. So if you were to get arrested, right, and you had to call a family member, tell them you got arrested, what would they assume you got arrested for doing?
Oh, shit.
I'll answer for me first if you want. Get it over with. Everybody knows I'm a fucking huge pothead, so they probably be like, where were you smoking? What were you doing? Who'd you buy drugs from? So they probably think it was drug related.
Probably the same boat, Dave. Because shit, like growing up in the Bronx and all that shit, it's a real hood, but you know, I kind of stayed out of trouble most of the time. I did get arrested for some dumb shit one time, but it's nothing that anybody would ever guess. You know, you guys would never guess in a million years. It was just some dumb shit. But probably same shit. You know, certain illegal transactions would be first guess, I'm sure. Anybody else?
Oh, mine would definitely be automobile related, either speeding or getting into an accident, but most likely it'd probably be speeding, but speeding like running from the cops type speeding.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Bro, have you done this before?
Yeah.
Taking him on the chase.
You got away? Did you get away?
Yeah.
No
once.
Shit.
Yeah, once was up in North Jersey. In Hudson County, the towns are very close together. So I mean, you just gotta make it to that next town line, kind of thing.
Oh.
And then be able to pull over real quick, turn the lights off, you know, parallel park real fast, and they'll drive right by you. You know, and then there was this one time that's even better than that. But
he's done this multiple times.
We're finding out the criminals in the group right now.
I was in college. I was home from college, and the car that I used to drive when I was in high school was my dad's car. You know, I just watched it. It's like I'm going out for a drive, and I was like cruising around like my old stomping areas, and I would just happen. This was by the Newport Mall, if anyone's familiar where that is. But anyway, I was coming down the road pretty quickly, and there was a cop there directing traffic. I guess it's a big train station area, and you got pedestrians and people going to and from the city and whatnot. And then as soon as he starts letting the traffic go, as the pedestrians go, he points at me and tells me to pull over. And I'm like, you know what? It's probably because I was driving up at a pretty big clip. Like I didn't come to a screeching halt like where he was, but so I drive and I pull over to the side road and I see him whip out his walkie-talkie and I just fucking gun it. And my old high school was a few blocks away, so I just like sped real quick, got into the high school parking lot, and then just spent like an hour or so like talking to my old football coach. And the funny thing is, like when I was done talking to him and I went to leave, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I came here. I forgot. I wonder if they're still looking for me."
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, fuck this cop, man. I'm not getting pulled over right now. I'm having a great day. The weather's nice. I'm not getting fucking pulled over.
Wow.
Shit like that. I mean,
wow.
Balls to steal this guy. Oh,
yeah, we know who the getaway driver is now. If we ever hear something,
yeah.
Brian's driving.
Brian, I
did not know about this.
Do not get either of us arrested.
I thought I knew Brian.
We are not his accomplices.
Jay's like, I don't think I'm gonna let you drive this one, Brian.
JD's car could go over other cars. That's all I'm not the same, man. Like...
I don't need no roads with this car.
It's funny because Rob's answer in the chat is street racing.
Yeah, street racing.
Similar. Oh man.
Yeah, mine would probably be for like speeding or running over somebody.
Oh man.
And I'd call my mom because she's naive. Like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Why is this person dead? I don't know. Had a stroke. I don't know.
Night of Ren said smoking for him. Master Skinny Toys. What's up, Vin? He said weed. Chat Wingham said fighting.
Oh, yeah. But that might be another one though too. Like I don't tolerate stupid. I have a hard time.
Sorry.
How do you deal with us then?
You guys are stupid. You got half a brain.
JD, we're carpooling tomorrow. Please don't go to an Apple store tomorrow. I mean, I don't need you going to jail.
Right.
Listen, that's when he'll be like, Brian, here's the keys. Let's go.
He's running out the store with a new phone. Go.
Ralphie the Vendetta, he's saying road rage from like running somebody off the road or setting his job on fire. Oh shit.
Wow.
Lord Shadowkeeper said selling bootleg movies. You got to sell Fire Sticks now, bro. It was Cody fucking installed on them. That's it. Yep. That's the new hustle. Let's see. Getting away from cops a lot harder when they got those Hemi chargers. What is that? Is that something that like slows your car down or something?
No, it's that's a type
Hemi
of car.
Yeah.
They have the chargers that have
the chargers, the car. They're fast.
Hemi
charger. Yeah, it's like all the muscle in his fucking car is like.
Silver for golf. Oh, I like this one. He says soliciting sexual favors. That's a good one. That's legal in Vegas, buddy. Let's see.
She said she was 18.
Oh shit. Yeah, so that's cool. Oh, Mervin said he's in the just category. Graffiti for him.
Graffiti.
Yeah. I don't really.
I probably would call my mom and she would say, "Okay, did you kick, what did you do to your brother?"
Nice. Well, that was the third question for the week. So that's it for this week as far as that game. People in the chat squad hang out next week for another chance. Brian, bring the screen up.
Yeah.
And
show them how close they were.
Show them what the lucky number was.
I'll be laughing if it's 21. Sorry, Jim.
Oh, shit. Oh, 24.
24. And you know what's funny? When I said pick a number from 21 to 30, that was the number that I was thinking was 24.
That was thinking. Oh, yeah. Right. So 24 was the number. We're going to sprinkle some other, stuff in there, not just ask a question.
Hey, guys, for next week, right? It's the Tuesday before Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. The Tuesday after TFCon. Throw in another 2 prizes. I got it. Oh, Somebody wins a prize. I got it.
Win a prize. Yeah. 2, 3. So 3 prizes.
3 prizes.
3 winner prizes. Yeah.
You'll have 3 chances. Nice. You heard it here first. Folks. So yeah. So cool little game, guys. It's just something to just have us interact with the chat a little bit more. Let the chat have a little bit of fun. We could just ask each other dumb questions and have some fun here on the show, which is always the point. And hey, if somebody in the chat picks correctly, you could win yourself something potentially. So look out for this segment in future episodes. We're going to be rolling this out, pretty much every week from here on out, as long as YouTube stops having issues like they did last week. I was so disappointed last week we weren't able to do that. So, but that was fun. All right, we could pretty much wrap on that. We're gonna have the ROC Hangout continue. Of course, the International Realm of Collectors meetup is happening in just a few days at TFCon Chicago 2018. So, we'll see you guys there. I think all of us are on the panel are going.
Yes, we are.
G Money already on his way there. Can't wait to meet a bunch of people from the realm for the first time that are going to be there. That's always a good thing. So looking forward to that.
He's saying to himself, "Why oh why oh did I ever drive through Ohio?"
And he drove 500 something miles. He said 8 hours on the road. It's a shift of work right there.
Yeah, bro.
Safe travels, buddy.
Dude, what's the over and under and how many stops he did in those 8 hours? Like, he had at least stopped 5 times.
All the ones.
Gary?
Yeah, Gary.
Gary doesn't
have to eat.
He didn't have to stop. He has his pre-packed lunches to keep him busy. Though.
This is true. That's that. So you're saying like 1 stop, maybe 1 for gas, and that's it.
I think at most 1 to 2 for Gary.
1 to 2.
Yeah. I bet Gary stops, pulls over, washes his car every 2 hours. That's what I was
That's where I was going, Brian.
No,
that's where
he gets out of his car, does 20 burpees, and then does another 50 miles. Gets out, does another 20.
I thought it was like every fucking. I would say probably every 30 miles he stops at the gas station, puts air in his tires. Love you, Gary. See you there.
Love you, buddy. Love you.
This guy's gonna be in the gym. What the fuck?
Listen, I might try to get in a workout with him, TJ Deluxe.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn guys.
Get swole, bro. Get swole. I'll be the 4th best looking person there.
Dude, I'm gonna go and to the gym, and I'm gonna bring a deep dish pizza in the morning, and I'm gonna sit there, watch you guys on the treadmill, and eat it right in front of you.
Meat lovers.
Gotta be motivation. Yes. Do it right in front when we're running on the treadmill. And it'll be
dude,
like
what
I'm
are you,
running.
Everybody be like, what are you guys doing? You crazy? You want a slice?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think I'll be looking for breakfast instead of the gym, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. With that, that'll be the show. Let's run it down the line, get somewhere you at, and then we'll start the ROC hangout. Let the rest of the fam in for an evening of laughs and fun. So, Brian Brink, I'll start with you, buddy.
You can find me, as always, Brian Brink in the Facebook groups, at Brinklizer on Instagram. Look at my childhood Boba Fett be immortalized on the Toy Galaxy channel. That I just wanted to shout that guy out for the shouting us out. That was very, very nice of him to do that. And also I guested on a podcast, Open Your Toys. They just had a 10-year anniversary or something like that, and so they invited people on, and they just dropped their episode this week. So listen to that. It's a fun little podcast that they have if you want to learn about old stuff like Joe's and He-Man, stuff like that. So check them out. Yep. And they're friends. They're friends of the network. I actually met them at our rock party last year, TFCon. So good stuff.
Nice. All right, Big Dom.
You can find me at Dominic Rosso at the Facebook groups, and you can check me out on my Instagram. I'm Dominic Rosso 86. I found the motherfucker. Yes, I did. found my Instagram. Got an email.
I tag you all the time.
I got an email. Yeah, I got an email. It said Jose tagged me on something, and I was like, "Wow, that's my Instagram." So go check out my Instagram. It's a blank wall of nothing. But
nice. All right. Energon Addict.
Energon Addict on Instagram, Facebook groups, David Colon, TFCon this weekend. I hope to see everybody there. If you know me, but I don't know you, and you want to know me, come say hi. Let's shake hands. Know him. I promise they'll be washed, both the left and the right. Hi.
Both washed.
And just catch me here on Tuesdays.
All right, JD.
Well, you won't find me in the Facebook groups.
Phone. Where's my phone?
You can message me through Messenger.
Just write him a letter, guys. Post office. Put a stamp on it. He's going to old school.
But yeah, JD Brocious on Facebook and Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. Those work. I have access to those. Like I said, I have access to the Messenger, whatever. Yeah, this weekend, Chicago, TFCon. Check out the special features on Nerd Rage this week. Pay that Patreon.
Nice.
Check them out. Chan and I sat in on it and talked with those guys for a little bit.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Special features.
Sweet.
I'm only a $5 guy, so I don't even get to hear myself when I'm on those special features.
Gotta up your tier, bro. Up your tier, bro.
But,
nice.
Yeah, and every Tuesday with these fine fellers, and every other Wednesday with Ace and the Figure Banging crew.
Figure
banging.
Whoa! Right. Where are you at, Jose?
Yo. Ooh, yo! We got a special guest. Look who hopped in. What's up,
dude? You guys are still on the air?
Yeah.
What's up, Dust?
No, you're not. You're off air. You're lying.
He's showing that.
We're live.
We're still on outros, brother.
No,
Did you say hello?
Yeah, right. It says off air in the corner, you fuckers.
Oh
no, you're not in the control seat. It has still see live in my corner.
Yeah.
There he
is. Special unexpected guests with the rock pile. There you go. All right, guys, that's for myself. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network, all at Harrican BX. Please check out Verbally Challenged with Harrican BX on all audio formats and on YouTube as well. And here every single Tuesday night here on Breaking the Mold with these fine gentlemen. TFCon this weekend. Can't wait. Like Dave said, don't be shy. If you know us, come up, say hello, introduce yourself, please. I'd love to meet you. So looking forward to that. Guys, if you could also find this podcast on audio, iTunes, Google Play. Please subscribe, leave a 5-star review, all that good stuff. Remember to subscribe to this channel on YouTube and hit the thumbs up for this video. We really appreciate it. Remember to check out Crashbox Customs, the official Mezco supplier to Realm of Collectors. You could visit Crashbox Customs on social media for all your Mezco, 1/12, and diorama needs. Be sure to mention the word Realm when ordering, and you'll get a surprise gift with your purchase. All right. Shout out to some friends of the show at Figure Photography Crate on Instagram. Tim K. We're going to be seeing him this weekend. TFprototype.com. Third Party TF Crashers on Facebook, kumastyle.com, Retro Now on YouTube, TKO, The Blackout and Shout Crew, and don't forget MPSP Theater every single Friday night on this channel. That's right, this channel. Check out realmofcollectors.com. Join us on Facebook where there's a group, Realm of Collectors. We're on Instagram at Realm of Collectors. Breaking the Mold is a proud part of the Cool Table, so please pull up a chair. It's a network hub for like-minded podcasts, including Enter the Realm, Plastic Fanatics, Shattercast Uncut, Toy Detox, Nerd Rage Radio, Beer and Bulges 40K, Stasis Lock, 8 weeks building up to it, and Fresh Communication. You can find a Cool Table page on Facebook, along with links to all those other awesome podcasts. All right, guys, that's it for us this week. Thank you to everybody watching and listening. See you at TFCon this weekend. We are the ROC. We're not going anywhere, so get to know us. All right, ROC Hangout continues next. Peace out and good night.
Woo, hungry. Bye-bye.
Bye.